Hey, since we haven't gotten a chance to hear from you yet, Quinn, just wondered what these last couple of weeks have been like for you and the process by which you end up returning to the team, and what it's been like just getting back with the fellas.
Man, it's been a long couple weeks. Obviously, with the short off season, trying to celebrate a little bit, but also having the back in your mind that business um, has to take place, could take place, and the Lakers were very transparent with me, very honest, and they had to restructure the roster, and I had a nice contract last year, so I understood what could happen, and they waived me. They did it the most professional. I've been waived multiple times. The most professional. Um, they did it. They handled everything the most professional way, and they really cared for me. Really had my best interest. And free agency it was probably maybe a week and a half where I didn't know what was going to happen. But I ended up landing back on my feet here, and it was the best feeling ever. Talking to Kurt, Frank, and Rob, and my agent, and also still talking to Bron and AD and Duds all the whole time, talking to all my guys. And man, I had to take the test before I can get with my team. And today was the first day, and it was one of the best days ever, man. Just to be back with my guys, to be back, to have an official practice here, you know, in the facility. This is my first practice here since before we played Brooklyn, before obviously the pandemic. So it was just a great feeling to be back, man, and felt like I haven't seen my guys in so long, even though we've been talking every day. But to put this jersey back on, to be back with this staff and organization, man, is a beautiful feeling.
Bill Orr.
Hey Quinn, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Appreciate it.
I'm wondering, your first day around this team, what struck you the most about what was different with the new group? What's going to be different with this team from last year? And then, I mean, what things were just like they were last year?
Yeah, obviously different personalities. I have a relationship with each and every one of the new guys. Me, Wes, played with each other. That's my first, vet. I call him my first vet. He's the first, guy my rookie year to kind of take me under his wing. Uh, me and Dennis played together in Atlanta. Me and Mark competed in the finals together, so we have a mutual respect for each other. Anytime we see each other, it's always just genuine love. Obviously, me and Alfonso played together in Golden State. Montrez, we've been competing since high school. That's he's a brother to me. So just to see those guys here and already acclimated, to the system was great. And still trying to be a leader out there, trying to help, as much as possible. But it was fun. It was fun. We competed today in practice, and obviously all my guys coming back. It was good seeing them. They gave me a nice little, a little ovation, man. It felt good, man. It felt real good.
Dave.
Hey Quinn, you're at a stage of your career where obviously you still want to play and put forth effort on the court. There were times last year where you were in the rotation, times you were out, but consistently you were also counted on. You mentioned the word leadership to be a leader in that locker room. How do you kind of balance that? Where obviously you want to give that culture piece, that leadership piece, but I'm sure I know there's aspirations of yours to play. And so, how do you kind of do both?
Yeah, I mean, you got to buy into winning. That's what happens. When you're on these teams, there's too much talent. And sometimes some guys are not going to play. And I'm comfortable in myself. I'm secure in myself to know I know I could play. The league knows I could play. My teammates know I could play. What I've done and the opportunities that I've had in my career. Whether it be hit big shots in the finals, whether Steph being out and I have to score 20, multiple games. I know what I could do, but on this team, we have so many guys who can score the ball. We have so many guys who can handle the ball. So I try to find my niche on and being a great teammate, trying to be the best catch and shoot guy that I can be. And obviously, when guys get in foul trouble or set out, I can still go get a basket and still make plays for my team. So I'm confident in myself. I know what I can do, and showed in the Spurs last year, but I had to sit behind two Hall of Famers, LeBron and Rondo. So I mean, I got to learn as much as possible. And some players might, want to leave. Some players might, want to feel bad because they're not on the court. But for me, I get a chance to learn every single day. And anytime I get an opportunity, I take full advantage of it. So still my motto here coming back, I always, buy into winning. I always want to be the best teammate, the most professional guy I can be. And when my number's called, I know I can play.
And what do you?
Hey Quinn, congrats, welcome back. I'm curious, I mean, you mentioned sort of that Brooklyn experience last year where everything kind of slammed to a halt. You guys had to deal with that, you did deal with positive best on your team. What do you think this season is going to be like? I mean, if you can allow yourself to think into January, into February with cancellations and stuff like that, is this just going to be, do you just have to embrace the unexpected in it? And do you think it's like even a good idea to even try?
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure you can see, in the NFL and especially college, games are getting canceled, day of, day before. I remember Clemson and Florida State football got canceled at kickoff. Dez Bryant was warming up. He tested negative all week, and he was pulled off the field before the game. So obviously you can tell you never know what you're going to expect. Me, my first day being here, I got all the rules. I was getting all the rules before I got on the team, just trying to get a feel. And then when I joined the Lakers, Kurt, kind of ran everything down. But to actually, get all the rules and just see like how unique this is going to be, it's definitely different. Obviously in the bubble we're all secure, and we knew games, were going to be played. But now you never know. You never know what guys will be available. That's why, we always hold each other accountable. We always have each other's best interests, and guys are professionals. So we're going to do as best as possible to be available. And, it'll be very interesting to see.
Good.
Hey Quinn, welcome back.
Appreciate it.
So, you talked about Golden State, the experience you had there of, trying to repeat and watching the other teams around the league try and chase you. Does this year with the Lakers sort of have the same vibe? Do you sense the same sort of energy of trying to keep that consistent? And the second question, when you look at the guys who left, what are the gaps you think that the team is still trying to fill in and figure out how to replace?
Yeah, I think any team bronze on, the league is chasing. And obviously the Lakers, making the finals or not making the playoffs, I think, that's a big game for everybody. And now you combine Bron with AD and us winning the championship, it takes it to another magnitude. When I got to Golden State, they had already won 2. So, the target, was already on their back. So just to see it every day, that was everybody's, measuring stick. And we couldn't take a night off. I know it sounds cliche, but literally we couldn't take a night off. And we won in the 2018, 2019. We brought in DeMarcus, trying to, bring him back in to mesh with the team. And I thought we had a great chance to win the championship. Obviously, guys got hurt. Andre was banged up all season. Looney, and obviously Kevin, and Clay dealt with some, injuries as well that season. But we were a possession away from a game 7. So I just think having that mindset of can't take a night off. I think we implemented that well in Golden State, and obviously Bron's won championships, Mark's won a championship. And obviously everybody here's won a championship, but Bron and Mark and myself, we've been on teams that are trying to repeat, and I think it's a different feel. And just to have multiple guys, with that experience, along with the guys who just won their first championship last year, I think we have a great chance. But guys who were on the team know last year we couldn't take a night off. Every game was somebody's biggest game in measuring sticks. So I think we'll be fine in that department. And I think just bringing along the new guys. Those guys are pros. Those guys have played at a high level for a while. It'll be easy. Like, me coming in, those guys were trying to bring me along, which was great to see. And I think we're ahead of the curve.
Brennan Turner.
What's up, Quinn?
What's good? What's good?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Well, look, what are your thoughts on getting the vaccine? And have you guys, as a team, discussed that, on whether you guys would do it or not do it?
Obviously, today being my first day with the team, we just discussed basketball really and a little bit of the travel stuff with our Phoenix trip coming up. But no, we haven't discussed the vaccine since I've been here, and I don't have enough information on it, so can't really comment on that.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Allie Clifton.
Hey Quinn, good to see you.
Good to see you always.
I know from day one when you expressed what it meant for you to become a Laker, and you think of that first season and then winning a title to then being waived, and now here you are again, and all it's meant to your family, your late father. Over the last couple of days and just approaching walking in the facility today, as you described earlier, it's one of the best days for you. What has it really meant to you, and have you kind of processed, the dynamic of really being a Laker?
Yeah, I think, my entire season last year was me processing that. I answered the question earlier today, just, me, being a super fan of a team, and then me being a super fan of a player, Bron, and, him being my teammate and me being on that team. I mean, I literally used to dream that every single day when I was growing up. And for me to manifest that and actually accomplish it was great. But I still have a lot to prove to myself and to this league. And last year was very motivating for me, just to see, what it takes to be great in this league, seeing Rondo and Bron on an everyday basis at that, point guard spot. I thought I worked hard. I thought I was doing a lot, but I had to take my, and I've taken my stuff to another level. And obviously me getting waived with the business, a lot more motivation as well. But me being very grateful to come back and then want me back. I mean, that meant a lot to me. That meant a lot to me for them to bring me back and make me feel special. And I know how much Coach believes in me. I know how much Rob, Kurt, Jeannie, I know how much they believe in me. So that meant a lot, and I want to make them proud by being ready. And I want to contribute. I want to contribute for my favorite team on the championship team. I think I can do it, and we'll see how it goes this year with our team. We have, chemistry. We have great guys. We have great pieces, and we have the two best players in the world who can take us to that point that we were last year. So I'm looking forward to a great year.
Thanks, Quinn.
Yep.
All right, we're just gonna take a couple more. Alan Sleeman.
Hey, Quinn, just get your thoughts on Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, just having those two additions on the team at their age, 26 and 27. Just your thoughts on what you think they'll bring to the table.
Intensity. Me knowing those guys. I don't take days off. They don't take days off. I think they just have a motor. They know one speed and one mode, and they go hard every single play. That's why they're always in a conversation for 6 mans of the year, and they've always done well in playoffs, and they've been big time players, their whole career in the NBA. So for them to come here into this championship atmosphere, I know they'll learn, but they'll also bring us something that we've never had. So I think it's a great chemistry. I think it's a great combination with them two. They already have a great chemistry already, and it was fun to watch. Like, I was on their team today, and the way we all were talking, it was beautiful, man. And like I said, it was like they've been here, 2 years, 3 years already. So and I love how our teammates who've returned are so open to them, just open, just welcoming, and I know that makes them feel good. So I think Dennis and Montrez will help us tremendously.
All right, last two. Melissa Rowland.
Hey Quinn, welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, so you're widely considered like a great locker room guy. What's inspired you to kind of have that great attitude and mentality throughout everything?
That's how my dad was. That's how my dad, that's how my mom is. Just very, they have a lot of friends, just very loving. Everybody's welcome into the home. Man, my dad used to, take all my AAU teammates in the house, likewise with my mom, and just very loving. And my mentor is Jared Jack. That's a guy who's been a great teammate, his entire career, and he has a respect from all the players to the coaches, GMs, everybody. So that's somebody who I wanted to emulate my entire life. So and I've always had great vets, and they've showed me ways to be stars in your role. So I take pride in that, and I want to continue doing that the rest of my career.
Last question, Nick Hamilton.
Hey Quinn, welcome back, man. Good to see you back.
Thank you, man.
So you mentioned earlier about you learning from LeBron and learning from Rondo. What were some of the things that you learned from those two that will help you elevate yourself this season?
How they, see the game, what they're watching, how they really just slow the game down. Like the game, they play in slow motion, and you can tell just what they're watching. They ask tons of questions, and they're not too big to keep learning. You know, you can be, you know, a video guy, and LeBron and Doe are asking questions like, "What you see right here? What do you do right here?" And I think, you know, you can get to a point to where, you know, you're never wrong. You know everything. But those guys are so humble and so willing to learn and willing to give is so much. And they were giving me everything. You know, Bron, every game coming, Q what you see. You know, Doe, Q what you see. And I'm asking them, you know what I'm saying? And it was a great rapport, man. And I grew up idolizing those guys. So, you know, I just saw how much they put into the game. And it's no accident why they're Hall of Famers.